Hi, I'm Patrick Dugent with IICLE TV, and I want to welcome my two great friends, Carrie Peck and Diana Law, who are really instrumental in terms of what they do for IICLE. IICLE likes to think of itself as being in the business of transforming lawyers and transforming how they actually are improving the dynamics for their clients, for their communities, and for all of the lawyers in the state of Illinois by raising the bar of education. You two people are instrumental, especially on the elder law side of the fence, and really leading the way for us on your volunteerism and being such great teachers for us. And first of all, I want to thank you on behalf of IICLE for spending so much time with us.
Thank you, Patrick. It's a pleasure to speak for IICLE. The programs are terrific. The audience is always great, and your team is wonderful to work with.
So we're talking today, I know we were dealing with ethics and issues in guardianship. I know as the Elder Law Short Course is coming up this year, we're going to be dealing with those issues throughout the year as well. So just in terms of what lawyers are looking at today, what are some of those little things that they need to look out for when it comes to guardianship and it comes to the way that they're actually dealing with their clients and they're dealing with the public?
I think when we deal with clients in the realm of the guardianship arena, there are landmines everywhere. So when you have clients come to you either because they want to seek guardianship of one of their loved ones, or they want you to defend against the guardianship, or even dealing with the ethical issues in all areas of law in capacity, I think that it's so important for lawyers to come and learn, especially from experienced practitioners, what the red flags are, what they need to see, what they need to look out for, and how to best protect themselves as they go about being a lawyer for these clients.
I think the biggest issue that we lawyers face in this arena in the context of guardianship and capacity is who's your client? Mm-hmm. And in every circumstance, you should start with the, who's your client, because usually it's a family coming in to see you, sometimes with the alleged disabled person who may be mom or dad, sometimes not. And once you determine who your client is, you probably should give some serious consideration as to what's that client's motivation. Is it really the best interest of the older adult or the disabled person, or is it really a financial interest that that client professes not to have?
It's amazing. So in some sense, you have to be in the evaluation and the psychology business a little bit as well to try to kind of test the water for what people's motives are in terms of what your next moves are going to be one way or the other.
Yes. No, we are definitely called upon not only to be lawyers, but also to make that, in our own mind at least, the medical determination of does this person have capacity, and it's a huge calling, and that's why it's so important for lawyers to come and learn about the issues that come up, and especially in the guardianship realm.
I know you've both done so much in this, and I know, Carrie, your work with Alzheimer's is really second to none in the state of Illinois in so many respects. I also look at it and think, you guys are being tasked with really going out there and having at least some understanding of what's going on with medical diagnosis, what's going on at the end of life in terms of what's happening in the social care world too. So I see that you've got to kind of be an expert in almost every field to some degree to actually practice elder law, especially in a state that has radically changed the Medicaid laws with the SMART Act coming in and what's going on with that. So.
It's definitely something that if you want to practice elder law, you need to keep up on the rules and regulations because they are constantly changing. There are a lot more people going into this field of elder law, so it's extremely important to come. And I think at the IICLE short course, especially when we talk about elder law for 2 days, it's wonderful for the attorneys to be able to come, to hear everything, to meet other practitioners, to be able to get tips in the hallway as well from just talking to people, and they can learn a huge amount of knowledge in those 2 days.
Well, the other thing is we have such an esteemed faculty, and you are so accessible to these people each and every year, both by answering their questions on site, networking with them and answering their questions, and then even answering personal questions and emails as they go throughout the year. I like to think it's almost a dialogue that continues, and as we look at that base of that course, that networking that we have built up is really, really important in terms of staying connected.
Well, it's true. I did a program on the web for IICLE last week, and yesterday at the courthouse, one of the lawyers had a question off of the webinar. So that network continues, and the Elder Law Short Course is always a great opportunity to share information and learn new information.
Since we were bringing up the Elder Law Short Course on the 21st and 22nd of November in Lisle, it really is one of the great courses in the state where we get 150 to 200 of the best elder lawyers actually come and participate in this, and every year I think we have the best faculty, and I want to thank you again for everything you do for IICLE, for serving us, for serving all of your fellow lawyers, for really truthfully improving the bar in the state of Illinois and helping, as we say, to transform lawyers from good to great in the state of Illinois. Very important to us.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. It's a pleasure to do.